Amazing. See so many of you here. It's just like when I thought about this training last week, I just started to think about how many, with this whole thing of we using so much more internet and social media tools to grow our businesses. I just thought it would be good to make like an hour of training and try to touch base with every single point, or at least the main point, the main tools that we use. So it's very good to see so many of you here. We obviously recording this training, and so then the people who didn't manage to jump in can jump in later. Bear with me because I'm trying to show you all the tools. So that's the first time I'm doing this. But I'm going to try to make it in the most like doable way or understandable way. I know Carly managed to find some new tools there. I can't wait to find out about these as well. There's so many things that we're learning right now, it's amazing. So we have Flavia, Carly. Flavia is doing Facebook, Carly is doing Instagram, and I am doing digital toolkits, Arbonne digital toolkits, basically apps, etc. And I'm gonna pass over to you, Carly, so then we can start it. 1 second, let me just. Where are you? Here. Okay. And spotlight here. Okay. Hold on. You're there. Go for it.
Hey everyone, how you doing? Hope you're all good. Oh, can you hear me? Okay. Okay, fabulous. So I'm sorry if you can hear like it's because Frankie's on the floor just blowing raspberries non-stop all day. So I want to talk to you really quickly about 3 main apps that I use to build my business. Obviously, number 1 is Instagram. I use that pretty much all the time to build my business. But then there's also 2 other apps as well. It's just really kind of put you into the next level of professionalism and social media, just kind of how you can create posters and Insta stories and stuff like that. Because I really think that taking the time to do Insta stories and posts properly really gives our just gives us a really good image. Basically, it shows that we're a really classy brand and that this is what makes us stand out from the rest. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm really excited. I think I figured out how I can show you what's on my phone on my computer so that I can talk you through it as we go along. So I'm just going to share. Oh, Fabia, would you just mind meeting everyone, but also just making me host? Perfect. Thank you, my love. I'm going to share my screen. I'm hoping this is going to work. Can you see my phone right now? Can you see my phone?
Yes.
Yes. Amazing.
Yes.
Cool. So I hope you can scroll with me. So what we've got here is obviously Instagram. So when you go onto, this is my main profile. I wonder if I can move this out of the way. I think I can. So this is my main profile. So the way you want to think of your Instagram is that the photos that are on your grid are like your catalog. So someone, when they first go onto your Instagram profile, they're going to say straight away, okay, she's clearly got a little baby, loves her dog. She's into, well, she was into health and fitness a while ago, not recently. And she's clearly got an Arbonne business. So that's what they'll have a look. So those are the ones, if you think about it, they're like your perfectly edited photos, and they're the ones that are like, bam, this is me looking fire all the time. Then you've got your highlights, which are these circles at the top here. And these are ones that you want people to know about a lot. So say if you've done Insta stories before and you think, oh, that's a really good one, that explains a lot about me and I want people to be able to see that. So you could, for example, do a business highlight. So here I've got who am I? And this was just like me chatting about who I am, a bit about my background. And I don't want to keep doing that over and over. So I've saved it as a highlight on there, and you can just click new, which is the cross next to it, and then you can add those in. So in your bio here, again, this is going to be just like your about you, basically. What can people expect when they come onto your profile? So I'm a new mummy to Frankie, health and fitness, personal and business growth. I'm from the UK, ex-pro dancer and an online entrepreneur as well. And the way that if you're not able to, when you go to edit profile and you type all of that in, if you're struggling to get it in to the lines, go onto your phone, for example, just go on to like a text edit here and type it in here. And then you can copy and paste that. So say if I'm going to write this, I can copy that and then paste it in my Instagram. And that's how you can get it in the lines if it's not automatically doing that. So that's where you can change your profile and everything like that. This link tree here, this is something where if you want to have other links, so you can have a link to your shop, your Arbonne shop, you can have a link to your YouTube channel if you've got something else, maybe you've got a Vimeo account or something.
Where was it, sorry?
Sorry?
Where was the link?
The link, so just underneath my bio, I've got something called Linktree.
Oh, okay.
And if you just go onto your, go onto google.com and type in Linktree, you can actually really easily just add links and then you copy and paste that link and you put that in your bio. So obviously you can only show one link. So it means that you can link other stuff if you want to. Obviously, if you've only got your shop, your Arbonne website, that's where you're going to put that. So then we want to talk about Insta stories. So this is the main part of where I build my business really. And your Insta stories is like your snippets of your everyday life. So it's kind of like your behind the scenes things. Not every Insta story is going to be a powerhouse wow one. Some of it might be quite a boring one. You know, you're taking a picture of yourself, but they can sometimes be, they can speak 1,000 words sometimes. So, you know, if I'm obviously in lockdown, we're all at home, but ordinarily when everyone else is at work, when I'm sat in the garden at 2 o'clock on the afternoon, drinking a fizzy, that's powerful because people are like, how is she doing that? Why am I stuck in a stuffy office and she's doing that? And obviously you want to be authentic about what you're sharing, but Insta stories can be really, really powerful. So the way you're going to do an Insta story is once you're on your kind of main feed, you can see everyone's Insta stories at the top here, which are these circular ones. So you can go to add, which is the camera up in the top left hand corner. Oh, that's a bad angle, isn't it? So we're going to take a photo of myself. This isn't a great photo. So what you can do here is that if you swipe to the right, you can add a little filter on it. As you can see, we all love a filter. I've got my favorite one. My favorite one is normally Paris. Love a bit of Paris. Just gives you a little bit of a glow. Anyway, so there's your photo of you. On the top here, you've got all the kind of like applications and stuff that you can add. So you can see, if you can see this smiley face square, this one here, I'm going to click that, and this is going to give you loads of options which you can add to your Insta story. So your Insta story, you want to think of this as your opportunity to engage with your audience. The more you can engage with your audience, the more they're going to feel like they can come at you and say, hey, you know that fizz that you keep talking about? What's that about then? So you really want to break down the barrier and open up interaction and engagement all the time. And if they message you, and you're chatting, you're going to pop up very often on their news feed. So you want to make sure that, people are engaging with you quite a lot. So here you've got location. Location is really good because you can, if you tag where you are, anyone else that's searching for that tag or is on the Basingstoke story, your things are going to come up. So that's going to be really good. I know that Adam Braham actually got loads of people interested because they were watching him all the time on the Basingstoke story. And then on a night out, they were like, oh, you're that guy from the Basingstoke Insta story. Famous. So you can tag yourself. Then if you go back to that one again, you can mention someone. So you could tag Arbonne in this if you want to. If you're talking about Arbonne, if you're talking about somewhere else that you are, or something else that you're doing. Another good one is to do a poll. So a poll is something that I really, really like doing. It's really easy for someone to engage with you and be a part of your thing, but it doesn't take a lot of work for them to do. So you could say something like, do you like, okay, I'm going to say, what flavor protein do you prefer? So then you could put in straws or chalk. So you could do that, leave that on your picture like that, move it somewhere funky, and then they can just tap each one that they like. So it's really easy for them to engage, and then they're a part of your Insta story. If you want to delete it, if you just lift it up, you can drag it and put it down to the bin there. Another one that you can do here is questions. Questions are quite good as well. So if you want to get people asking you questions as well, you could say, ask me a question, or you could say, does anyone know a good dentist? And then they will add their responses in. Do you know what? Sometimes I do this just because I want people to chat to me. So that sounds so sad then, and I for some friends. But basically in the mummy group, mums, I've realized, are so hot to like tell their input. So recently I've been putting loads of questions out like, does anyone know anything good for teething, or what can I do about my boy that's not sleeping? And all these mums literally like telling me all these answers. And although some of it I do really want to know, some of it also, it's a brilliant way to get into lots of conversations with lots of people. And yeah, it's opened up so many doors, and it's so interesting to see who is following who's really watching as well. People have commented and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even know that you were following me. So that's a good one as well. And then the other thing I wanted to show you, or you can do quizzes. Oh, the other one is if you go to GIF here, you can type in Arbonne, and this is where you can really like jazz up your posts. So if you go here, if you're talking about fizz sticks, you can add in a little fizz stick GIF, and it just makes it a bit like animated and a bit more stand out. Again, it just makes it look so much more professional. So you can say clean shelfie goals, you know, you're talking about all your new skincare and stuff like that. You can put that on there. So I hope that helps a little bit. You've probably seen stuff like that on Instagram thinking, how do they do that? And why do they do that? But they're just, like I said, each Insta story doesn't need to be an amazing wow post that's going to instantly make someone go, oh my God, I want to buy it. But if you keep kind of doing it consistently, and every now and again you're kind of doing things like this and you're talking a bit about fizz sticks, or you're talking a little bit about something else, it's that subliminal messaging where they're going to keep thinking of you and saying, right, yeah, I really need to message that girl about that stuff. So that is Instagram. Oh, there's something else I wanted to show you. So when I'm on Instagram, you know, when you get into a little bit of a scroll hole and you're just scrolling along and you're like, oh yeah, that's nice, that's nice. And then you look at someone and then you think, oh, she'd be good at Arbonne. I really want to talk to her. But you might be in the queue for something, or you're out and about and you're not really in the place where you want to send a message. What I used to do was screenshot the message and keep it, but then I just had like folders and folders of screenshotted photos. So what I do now is I just click this flag. See the flag in the bottom right hand corner, just there. I hope you can see that. That's it. So I save that, and then later on when I go home and I go to myself, my profile here, in the top right hand corner I can go to saved. So I go to the 3 lines in the top right hand corner, click on saved, and then these are all the posts that I've saved. So basically when I come to do my activity, I go into my saved post and I say, right, these are all the people that I need to contact today. And then I go through, I send them a message, and then as soon as I've sent them a message, I untag them. And then that means they're gone from my saved list. So the aim of the game really is that there's no posts every day in my saved list. That's quite a good way of working it. And then another thing that I do, which really, really helps, is I organize my messages. So I actually got a creator account. If you haven't got a creator account, I think it's quite easy to get one. Again, if you go into the 3 lines at the top and then go to settings, you can change your account. So if you go to account, you can actually change it to either personal account, business account, or it has the option for a creator account as well. So a creator account just gives you a few more options. And what one of those options is, which I really like, is up in your messages. You see these messages up in the top right hand corner. These are my general kind of everyday, someone comments, I'm just kind of chatting to people, bits and bobs. And then if I'm chatting to someone and I think I'm talking to them about the business and that I want them to go into my like pipeline group, I'm like, I really want to make sure I get on top of that message. I click on them and I click on their name and I move to general. You see it says there, move to general. I move it over there. And what that means is when I'm in my messages here, this is my primary list. If I click on general, these are all people that I'm talking to about business. So whenever I come to the point where I like, you know, you've got something on your mind, you're like, I know I need to speak to someone, or who's that person? I know that everyone I'm speaking to should be in there. And then if I'm ever talking to someone and I read a message and I'm like, damn it, I need to reply to that, but I haven't done it yet, then I could actually, I just swipe it to the left and then I click unread, and then I know that I've got to go back to that message. Right, Briggs? Living his best life. He's basically unpacked all of the nappies out of the nappy bag. So that's my kind of my main Instagram tips. Is there anything else that I wanted to show you? Oh, the other thing I wanted to show you just quickly is Instagram TV. So you may have noticed that when you add a post, say for example, you want to add this picture or you want to add a video, when you're doing it just on your normal Instagram, you're very limited. You only get a minute video, so it's not a very long time if you really want to go into something. So a really good way to be sharing videos is to add IGTV. So when you're on your Instagram, you'll see in the top right hand corner next to your messages, you've got a TV there with a red dot. If you click on that, this is where people have basically uploaded longer videos. Videos are great. Instagram really likes videos and people really like videos as well. And what I would say about your Instagram is that you want people to start to get to know you. You know, they want to hear you talk about Arbonne and your passion, and not just about Arbonne, but just who you are. You know, if you've been learning stuff about personal growth, it's a brilliant opportunity for you to do a video and people start to hear you talk about that. So you can go to plus and then you can add an Instagram video. So I could add, we got this of my my little nephew's got a puppy the other day. This is this video. So you can add this in. So basically an IGTV video has to be a minimum of 1 minute. And if you're uploading it from your phone, it will be 15 minutes maximum. But if you upload it from your computer, it can be 60 minutes maximum. So if you have a video that's longer than 15 minutes, upload it from your computer and you can have a lot longer video. But basically what an IGTV looks like on your post is this. So you see this picture here, I've just ticked there. You've got the IGTV TV in the corner. You just click that, and it will give you a little preview there. And then you can see at the bottom, it says watch IGTV video. So you can click that and then it will show and go on to a whole shebang. So that's just a really great way of kind of like adding a bit more to your Instagram, really. They're really good things to do. So that's Instagram. That's one of my main tips. And then the other two, I'm just going to talk through quickly. Word Swag is my other one. You can see that here. It's this icon. It's blue and like thingy called Word Swag. So this is where I do my posters for, like, if I'm doing a launch or something like that. You could add free photos, so free photos down the bottom. You could add, there's loads of templates here as backgrounds. So I just did one for a Discover Arbonne. I clicked this little fruity leafy one. I thought that looked quite nice. And then you can click next. And then I actually typed in this already, but you can change the writing depending on what you want. So there's loads of really cool, you know, titles added in. You can decide that you want that, save that, and then that's just going to save to your camera roll straight away. So that's how I do all of my fancy things. Or if you wanted to go on Instagram and add like a quote or something like that, that's a nice way of doing a quote. And then lastly, I just want to show you, Reggie. Oh, I'm just going to show you my Mojo. So you can see on my desktop here, you've got Mojo down the bottom, which is this orangey one. Just going to click on that, and this is where I get my really fancy Insta stories. 2 seconds, let me just set them up. Okay, so this is where I do my fancy Insta stories. So you can see here, they've got loads of templates. You don't even have to faff around or do anything. You may have seen on my Insta stories yesterday, I did one about the 30 days to healthy living. So say for example, you're looking through and you think, oh, that one looks quite cool. I quite like that style. You can click that. There is a free version of this, or there is a paid version. I get the paid version just because you get lots more templates. but there are loads of normal templates anyway, so you don't have to get the paid version. So you can go on here, click the plus, add whatever photo you want. Maybe you want to have an RE9 photo in there. Just happen to have that lying around. And then you can type in here, click on that and say RE9. Click on that and say my favorite range or something like that. As you can see, I'm not fully on it today. But yeah, so then you can that's the little templates. You can change the font, like you can see down the bottom, you can change the sizing, and then you can just click save. So that's going to come out all fancy. Just it's like a little extra step, isn't it, of making your Insta stories look good. So those are my main ones. You can see I've got loads that I've saved and I've done over time, and they're quite nice for recognition as well. I did a little one of my tizzy green shot thing. You can take a little video and you can add those in. The best thing to do is just go onto the Mojo app, find a template that you like, and have a little play about. So I hope that's been helpful. I hope it's not information overload. The best thing to do is just get the apps and have a really good play about with them. But yeah, I hope I haven't given you too much info. Has anyone got any questions before I pass over to the other guys, just about those things that I touched on?
I just put one out about your videos. You know, when you just posted your video on Instagram story, sometimes it comes up like a little square and you're tiny, versus you being length, like how it was just appearing on your screen. Is it as simple as just flipping how you're recording? Or
I would say normally every time I do a video, I record it that way.
Okay.
I just have got into the habit of doing that anyway, just because of YouTube and stuff like that. So I'm not sure, to be honest.
No, that it is as simple as that. I think I've just been. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
Carly.
Yeah.
Just in case anybody's having any trouble with their Instagram stories, I got another app called Cut Story.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's really good for if you film a longer video, and it cuts it in. You can go on and choose which social media it cuts it for, and if you press Instagram, it cuts it into 15-second clips so that it just plays straight through.
Yeah, because when you're doing Instagram, if you're doing a story and you're chatting away, it's going to cut you off after 4 stories, probably because it doesn't want you to go on longer than that, and there's just me chatting away, so I just do another 4 stories. But yeah, if you want to go on Cut Story, that's another way of doing it as well, just cutting it into Insta thingies. There was something else I was going to say, but I think that's it. Is anyone else?
Carly, can I ask a question? I've been blocked twice on Instagram. I was completely blocked for a month. I've done everything. I searched on YouTube what I should have done. I've done everything. Then I kind of gave up and I opened a new account. It's about a week that I have a new account. Imagine the trouble. And today I sent 3 messages and I got blocked again.
Yeah. So
do you have any clue?
I don't know the way around that, because I've been blocked as well. It's basically if you're sending out lots of the same messages, or they feel like it's kind of, even though it's not spammy, but activity to you, they can sometimes think that it's spammy activity. So I've been blocked as well before. I'm still blocked. I've been blocked about 7 months now from messaging new people, which is obviously really annoying, but there is a way around it. So if someone follows me, for example, Beth Victoria, if I go to message her back, it's going to work now, isn't it? Normally, if there's someone that I follow, say this person, I wonder if it's going to let me message her. Okay, well, suddenly I'm unblocked from 7 months. But normally what will happen is I go to message someone and it comes up and it says cannot create thread or something like that, or I can't message that person. The only way around it I found is that if they have an Insta story, I can click on their Insta story, like this woman here, click on her Insta story, and if I comment on it, so I can send message, and if I just put a clappy hand or whatever, I can comment on it, and then that opens up the chat, and then later on I can actually go on to her and I can send her a message. That's the only way around it, I found. I wouldn't say that starting a new account is the best way of doing it, because obviously you want to start building up a bit of like loyalty on your account, and you want people to start to get to know you. That's just one of those really annoying Instagram things. That's the only way I've found to get around it, really.
Oh, it was very, very helpful. Thank you so much. I will try that. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Can I just say, for me personally, that was a bit overload for me.
That's fine. There's different stages, you know. So I know that some people are like real fresh into it, in which case it will be worth sitting with your sponsor and kind of, you know, working through the beginning stages of it. I think the reason we wanted to do this training today is that there's some people that have kind of like been doing it for a little while and just want to go on to that next step as well. So hopefully there's going to be something, you know, at each level that you're going to get something from. If any of that has gone over your head, just do the bits that are at the level you're at. Don't worry about too much stuff. If you feel like you've nailed one part of it, then
I got the bit where you said you saved it. I wondered where they went to, so I've got that now, so that's really good.
Perfect. So that's it, you know, do the things, take the information that's relevant to you and really you think that you can kind of, you know, get your teeth into. Other bits, if they're a bit, you know, past it, then don't worry too much about that. This is just about giving you lots of information. You can choose what you fancy. So I hope that was helpful for some of you. And then I think I'm going to pass back over to Fabia, and then she's going to go on and talk about, Flavia's talking about Facebook, I think. I'm going to pass over. Thanks, guys.
Hey guys, let me just quick, I think me and Flavia just swap some information. Thank you so much, Kat. These are so good. I really need to know how we can do that with the mobile and share the screen, etc. This is such a good tool for us. In terms of whatever is if it's, yes, I know sometimes can feel very overwhelmed. So many information about Instagram and everything else and the apps, etc. So that's what I thought about that was, because we were recording it, you can always go back and watch again, you know, and then take the tips, and then that's the best way to do that. Also, other thing, it was so good that Carly only took like 2 apps to show for us. So we have 3 apps. Instagram is the main one, and then we have another 2 for templates, etc. And then these ones, you can choose these ones to work with. And the best thing I found when I started to use more social media was I plugged in like 2 or 3 apps only, and then I kind of studied them, you know, I tried them, lots of buttons, and then I didn't like go and try all of the apps that is available, because it's so many, and sometimes just like because it's super excited, we want to try all of them. So if you can stick to 1, 2, or 3, that's gonna be amazing. I mean, after 4 years, that's what working for me. Anyway, okay, cool. So I just spoke to Flavia. Flavia will speak about Facebook, but I can totally, she preferred to speak about a digital toolkit, and but I love Facebook anyway. So Facebook, I haven't got like a how to share. Actually, I didn't that wasn't my plan. But here's the thing, Facebook for me worked very well, super well for these 4 years. For anyone who knows my story, I built my whole business, my entire business on Facebook. What I did was, so these days, today, what I do, since like 1 year ago, what I did was, I do Instagram for more like ID. Who is Fabia? You know, as Carly said, anyone who access my Instagram, they will see Fabia is a mother of Julia. Fabia is Arbonne. Fabia is always traveling. Fabia is from Japan as well. She's, you know, so these feel how to identify yourself. So I use Instagram basically for that. If most of the people in my Instagram are not my friends, like my personal friends, or friends from long dates or anything like that, they're more people who I connect with intentionally for business. And then when, okay, Carly, where are you? Carly's still the host, so she will have to spotlight me.
Sorry, I'm changing a nappy.
Yeah. Can you? Yeah, you did it.
Hold on. Go for it.
Okay. Cool. Right. Let me just do that so you can see that up here. Okay. So in terms of Facebook, what I do is I share more like my daily things, my daily stories, what is going on with my family, with Julia. You know, it's something more with more intimacy, so people kind of feel more close to me. So that's how I share. That's how that's the difference that I use Facebook and Instagram. So in Facebook case, what I do is I basically, to build up my business, obviously I've never put like I just always speak about this in my trainings, never put animals or your dog or anything like this, you know, in your Facebook covers. Always make sure this looks like you're a fresh person, you know, you are into something, you have some kind of direction. So this is super important. Anyone who look at your Facebook, they will understand this straight away. A part of that, be you. It's a Facebook is a space that you can be more free. Facebook is not a professional space basically, but is something that needs to be super clear of how you are in terms of your house, let's say, with your friends, with your closest friends. So that's how I behave in Facebook, and it has been working super well. So after that, what I do, I do with my Brazilian group, and not just Brazilian, but Italian groups and Spanish groups. I have a lot of foreign people in my team. What I do is I add myself, I look for like groups of Polish people, Spanish, Italians, Brazilians, all over the place, all over the countries where Arbonne is. So let's say I go add myself in Brazilians in Australia, Brazilians in Canada, Brazilians in US, Brazilians in California. Women, there is women groups everywhere. So I go Brazilian women in California, Brazilian women in Australia. Exactly the same is with English. It's so funny. If you go and say English women in US, you're gonna find a group of English women in the US. And then when you go there, you go to members on the side, and then that's where you're gonna get your new prospects from. So if you do that, you're gonna have basically like 20,000 new women, British women to talk with, just like Brazilian ones, Spanish, Italians, you know, and all of from any country. So this is a very easy way for you never run out of people to talk with. Okay, yeah. So then you also have the Facebook page, the Facebook professional page. And if you do that, what I do today is I post my Facebook page, and then I share in my personal Facebook account. So like this, I have people see that I have like two professional accounts, two different ways to talk with. So I'm talking about business, they can go to my Facebook page, professional page, and then we can start talking about business. Otherwise, I have friends who join in my profession, friends who like my professional talk. So that's basically how I do on Facebook. Otherwise, what I would say about Facebook is a platform where you can feel more free about what you talk. There is no expectation that you're gonna be a super professional there. So you can be free to talk about different things, but also be sensible, okay? About what you share. So in the Arbonne world, basic things about Facebook is never put a picture of you. If you're talking about healthy living, you're not gonna put a picture of you getting drunk or anything like that. So it's something we talk about all the time, but it's so important that we keep talking about it, because we can really get, you know, a bit lost in this aspect, since we used to do that before. Yeah, so these are my main tips about Facebook. There is different tools in Facebook that you can what I would say to you is do explore. What I found, especially with my team, what the reason why they don't really go and learn exactly what to do in all the tools in the Facebook is because they don't try. They don't go there and click. All you need to do, there is no harm in go and click, you know, in the tools. If you go, you're gonna find out exactly for what they work, okay? Okay, so I'm just going to finish here with, there is a few things that I did finish here. So Flavia is going to speak about digital toolkits. Okay. I don't know if you know about an app. There is a specific app for Arbonne, and this app is called Photofy. So this app is super easy to use. I found it so easy to use. That's the one I use since I started Arbonne. It's very simple, it's very straightforward. You just need to click in the link to download it, and then you're gonna see everything super easy. It's all about Arbonne, Arbonne frames, and you can do recognition, you know, and recognition, meetings, you know, posts, everything, all of this stuff. Next is, okay, so another very good tool that I found I saw that this is new on the resource is the new catalog online. I don't know if you saw about the new catalog yet, but the new catalog is just like amazing. It's amazing. Anyone can see once you send it, what's gonna happen is you see all the info about our products, with price, PC price, IC price, and they're gonna see your picture too on the front of the catalog. So it's brilliant, it's beautiful, it's a wonderful marketing tool if you want to send to anyone really. I think I really found it, and I saw them, some of my clients, they found a lot more comfortable doing checking the catalog instead of, and not the website. It's basically, if you check it out, you're gonna see like you need to go to the resource and then put a new catalog. And then when you see that, when you open the catalog, you're gonna see so many information about why this product is good and why it's not, you know, and for what it is, and you know, everything else about the product, key ingredients, how to use it, how to combine them with different products. So it's a very good tool, this one, the new catalog. You just need to go to the source. Okay, so the other one, just one that I want to add to what Carly said. So Carly did the link tree. You can do also Insta bio. So that's something new that I did too. I was like, oh my gosh, so it took me 4 years to actually, you know, put in my head that I should do that. And okay, so yeah, WhatsApp. Okay, another very easy, simple tool that we use is WhatsApp groups. So for everyone, I see like so many people all the time we come up, because we've got so many messages and so many groups going on all the time. We kind of come back and say, hey, what is this message? When is this post? You know, what else come back to say that? Say, if you find yourself that a bit lost, and then you need to find information that you missed because you were busy or anything like this, just go to your to the top, to the title of your WhatsApp group, go to media, docs, and pictures, and then you're gonna find absolutely every single info that you missed. You're never gonna have to ask again, what is that? What is that you missed? So that's how this, you know, it's just like things that I learned how to do. I had no like understanding about social media at all. But what I did was basically click in every single button to find out how was this, what was that. You know, so it's very simple, guys. Just don't be afraid of clicking a button, because it's so funny that this is exactly what makes people holds people back. So just go click the button, find out for what is that button, and click in everything, you know. That's what I encourage you to do today. Go to your apps, the ones that you use, and click on it. Click in absolutely everything. Know for what it works, okay? Yeah. So I think that's it from me. So Flav is going to speak about the Discover Abundance. I would show for you what I wanted to show for you. Let me see if I can do that. If you can see this here. I want to talk a bit about Zoom. So when you do your Zoom presentation, if you go, I'm not sure if you're going to see, if you're going to be able to see that. Hopefully you can. Okay. So basically, whenever you open your Zoom, and then you want to share, you want to do a Discover Abundance presentation, all we need to do for you to don't have like to have so many papers everywhere, you know, oh my gosh, my papers, you know, I need to read that. I need to do all of these, you know. If you see how my background is, you will say, oh my gosh, Fabia, doesn't look like an NVP at all. Well, they're welcome to, you know, hard work, NVP to be way, you know, to work. So here you go. So if you go to your share screen here, can you see that, guys? I think the camera isn't that great. Can you see? It's very hard to see, isn't it? Okay. So if you go to share screen, okay, and then you click there, everyone can do this. Even this is a simple account. This is another Zoom account that I have. Okay, so there is no, I don't pay for this Zoom account. I pay for the one we are on, but not for these ones. So anyone can use this, can do that, okay? So you go to share your screen, and then you go, instead of basic here, you go to advanced, which is the middle one. I don't know if you can see that. Very annoying. So here in the middle, you're gonna have like basic, advanced, and files. And then you go to advanced, and then you're gonna see here, the first option is gonna be portion of screen. So if you click in portion of screen, and then share, you're gonna have this. Oh my gosh, you can't see this, can you? This green, can you see this green thing here, guys? Oh no, that's an eye. Yeah, well, let's see. Let me see if I can put it, if I take it off this light here.
Can you tilt the screen a bit? That might work.
Huh?
Try and tilt the
here you go.
screen.
Okay, can you see better now?
That's perfect. Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, you can see these now, these green ones. Okay, so this is what I'll show you. So basically, I'm stopped to share here again. So what I did, I went to screen, share screen, and then I, instead of go to basic, that's where the next page after share screen, you go to advanced, which is the middle one, and then you're gonna click in portion of screen. That's the blue one, the blue box here, okay? And then when you click there, and then you go share, you will have this window here, you see? And what happens is, everything the people who are on the other side of the Zoom, they will see only what is inside of this screen. So then you can have your script here, and then just put these, and then put these, let me show you. Put your Discover Abundance presentation slides in the inside of this box here. And then your Discover Abundance presentation, the box of your slide, you just put in the box of the slide, and then nobody will see what is the rest of your screen. Okay, this is so good, because what happens is people see us talking the presentation, they think that we actually so good, we memorized everything. No, nothing memorized, you know, just reading. So it's really like super cool, looks very professional, and people you really trust in what you said. You say, oh my God, that person is great. She really knows what she's talking about. Okay, So it's basically this. So I'll show you. And then you go here, get your square, put it here, and then only put this only in the Arbonne screen. Done. That's it. And then you read whatever it is here. Okay. So these, I think this was one of the main the tools that I used the most these days, in these last days, because there's a big worry about, oh, I think I'm not so good online, you know, and what I want you to know is that everybody here is reading. Nobody's memorized. Oh yes, we get better with time, you know, because you read it so many times that you kind of start to memorize it. But I personally, these days for me, was like, I had to learn a totally different script. I had to learn to do it in a totally different way. So I kind of felt that I was starting my business again. So in a totally different way. So we kind of got to the same place, everybody, you know, and then, so yeah. So I just want to say this to you, whatever you think is hard to do, it's being hard for everybody. Everybody was trying to do everything different right now with the whole chains. And what you can do is just read, just do like everybody else, okay? Cool. So let me pass over. Thank you so much for that. Do you have, well, I'm not sure if you have any questions, but do you have any questions, guys, or are you fine?
Can I ask something?
Yes, Catherine.
So, you know, when you talked about the groups a minute ago, are you saying that you join every group, the ones that you want, you actually join it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I join the groups. I go to members, and then I kind of see the members, select the profiles that I like, and then I send a message to them straight away.
Okay.
And then some of them I also add as a friend straight away, you know, so I add as a friend and I send a message. Well, with the Brazilians and the Spanish, you know, Italians, these guys work super well. They're super open to talk, you know, to have a chat. Or I would say when you check these profiles of the people you choose to talk, check if they are entrepreneur people, if they are entrepreneurs, if they are the kind of people, because entrepreneurs, they are always open for, you know, for new conversations, no matter where they come from, you know, they always want to listen, to hear something. But if it's someone who you see is more like a quiet, more like a housewife or this kind of thing, they or a mother, you know, is someone who works more from home, who have more like quiet life. You just need to have a more like friendly approach and not super direct approach as we normally do. I mean, I've got very direct approach with entrepreneur people. I just say, hey, how are you doing? You know, are you open to have a conversation about business? I'm extended to the.
So in those groups, would you not participate in the group first? Or would you go straight into the asks in the members?
I just go straight to the members because here's the thing. From my perspective, people who are ready to join something else, they're ready to join something else, you know, and then doesn't have to be. When I do send this message, I'm not expecting have answer a yes from everybody that I'm sending a message. You know, I just expect that I'm gonna have few yeses. And then I'm gonna get on the call or to talk about the business. So it's really like a matter of the way you do your business, your approach. I am more directly. I like to do directly approach. So, but well, it's been working for me and for my team as well, since they do exactly what I do. So yeah. I think that's it, Kath. Do you?
Thank you.
It's a good way though to never run out of people, you know, and that's worked. It's been working a lot for me.
Do you not think though that the admin would click on that you're messaging all the people on that group?
They can't see that. They can't see that.
No, I know they can't see, but if you're messaging them out so many, maybe they might report you or whatever.
No, that's the thing. If you believe that what you're doing is wrong, then it depends on the way you're doing this. But let's say if you found a member, you went to members, and then you found many people. These people are interested. Say, when I send a message to these people, I'm actually like enjoying to know them a bit more. Or they doing this, and I want to know how the business are going there. So then I started a conversation about business. Hey, how is going? So there you're doing this. How is going with the lockdown? Have you been affected? So that's like a business. I don't talk about, when I say business, it's not about a business straight away. I'm talking about a business conversation. So how is going there? I also, in your case, for example, you could say, hey, I've got a salon in London, in England as well. How is going in Australia? I would love to know. So, so change the conversation, business conversation. This is like in general, this is so good for you. So yeah, that's what I do.
Thank you.
Amazing. Okay, guys, I'm going to pass over to Flavia so then we can keep it on time. Spotlight to you, Flavia. You're muted.
Hi, guys. How are we all? Yeah, I'm actually, I made a lot of notes, but you guys covered a lot, and definitely the Zoom tip that Fabio has shared, for me, it's the revelation of the lockdown. I love that. It's seriously so cool. Right. So I am left to talk about a few, I'm going to start with the digital toolkit, but I want to share a few other things that I use, okay? Fabio, can I share my screen? I think you need to make me a host.
Let me make you a host. 1 second.
Right.
Did you make her?
Oh.
Wait.
Still not.
I'm going to do. Make your host. Done.
Yes?
Done, yeah.
Cool. Right, so share screen. So what Fabio was saying is actually he, I don't think you guys will see. Okay, so let's go to basic sharing. Cool. Right, so first of all, digital toolkit. I love that Arbonne they are producing so much material to us in order to help the growth of our businesses. So for digital toolkit, you just click there. I hope you guys know where I was, right? And then different countries will have some different images. For instance, sometimes the US come out with some images and then the UK comes. Right, so actually I think I clicked at the US, right? I don't know what I did. And then you're gonna go to the most popular, the newest one. So let's pick, so like, for instance, personally, I don't really like posting this kind of pictures on my stories or on my feed, like the product one, okay? The one that it has like more people and stuff, I could easily share on my, for instance, this one. Yeah, I could share this on my Instagram, for instance, and on my stories as well. But some of them is just that I believe that we have spoken about that a few times. It's about building influence, okay? It's not about having an Instagram that it's full of like selling pictures, like pictures of products. Oh, these are the pads. This is the 30 days of living. This is the CC cream. I don't think it's elegant, and I don't think that's the way to go. So you just go to download. It's going to download on your computer. This is basic. I know that most of you probably know that, but I'm just gonna show you guys. And then the page on your desktop. If you're not using WhatsApp on your computer, you just go to WhatsApp, download the WhatsApp. So in this case, oh, I cannot. Can I open the WhatsApp here? Right. And then I go on my group, and I can just upload. Right. How can I upload? I don't know how to do this, guys. So you basically go here. It should be on my desktop. Anyway, you know where to go. This is where you're gonna upload your photos and you can place it here. On your digital toolkit, you also have, for instance, and then I recommend you all to kind of go around because there's actually a lot of cute stuff. Like for instance, over here at Discover Arbonne. Sorry, download, like for some of these images are very cute. You can download a few videos, download on more. I don't know if Carly, can you do this straight from your phone? Because normally I download on my computer, so I am not sure if it can be done from straight from your iPhone.
Yeah, I think you can.
Now,
you just hold it down and click save image.
Ah, right. So you don't need to actually be using a computer in order to be downloaded these pictures. Ah, right. Okay. Yeah. You see, so so that's the digital toolkit. I would for instance, I like very much the ones that are talking about the fact that we are B Corp, like this one. I think they are interesting to be downloaded and uploaded on your stories and actually leave them on your highlights as well. This is super cool. Love them. Photofy Fabia covered. I think we have to pay something for that, for the Arbonne.
Yes,
Can't remember how much we pay.
£6 in the UK.
Yeah, I think it's something like this. That canvas, and some of these pictures also that you can add an image plus a text underneath. You can also create a lot of things. You can create a cover for your IGTV as well. These are all my and like welcome new consultants also. I think some of the videos are using other apps, to be honest. What else? I use in terms of apps. So digital toolkit, I believe that you have to go here and browse, okay? Now, something else that I found very interesting was there is something called Discover, which is, well, actually, we end up here. This is where we end up. Oh, no. I think so. Yeah, let's check. Oh, this is the digital catalog, okay? In case you want to know where it is. What else? Right, I use also one called Unfold. I might be able to type this because I don't know if they have Unfold app. So it's very cool. Also, you can create a lot of like cute things for Instagram stories. So you can also save on your highlights. I think that's it. With regards to social media, I think it's all about having some of you guys are old in the business, but it's about building influence. As we know, most of us, we kind of don't have much influence over our warm network. So it's about you being consistent and having your personal transformation and showing up like you're a professional, because if you're showing up like you're always dressed badly, you always looking like messy hair, I think you have to show up your best version, you know, wear makeup, wear nice clothes if you can. Like it's about like really like embracing change and showing up as your best version. For instance, every time I see Kathy, I always find her so amazing. Like I would love to join her team. Like her hair is always nicely done and she's always nicely, you know, yeah. So it's, you see, it does catch attention, you know, because every time I see her, she catches my attention. And I find this very important. You have to put the effort, you know. I think it's easy, especially now during lockdown. I literally have put mascara and a makeup and CC cream on my face every single day. You know, even though I'm wearing like gym wear, I always try to like look my best according to the, you know, the situation. Let me see what else, guys, in terms of, I think that's it. I think Carly, she has covered a lot. Also, Fabi, she's the master queen of Facebook. And then the Zoom as well. You're most welcome, my darling. And Photofy Digital Kit, yeah, that's it, I think, from me. And have consistency, share your journey, share the 30 days of living, add the tags. If you're not sure how to create a nice bio, look at all the VP bios. Try to define yourself in a few words, you know, what do you like? What are you about? You're welcome. What else? Yeah.
Amazing.
If you need anything, please reach out. Thank you, guys.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Let me just ask you, Flavia, to share in the Arbonne page, in the Discover Arbonne page, how we can share the Discover Arbonne website, so then to people, to prospects. So then if you go dashboard,
let me go there again. Again.
You go dashboard, and then you go to Discover, My Resource, Discover. Yeah. And then, yeah.
Again, actually, thank you so much. This is what I was looking for. You choose the country that you are selecting. And this is amazing. If you have a link tree, Fabia, is this the Insta bio that you have? Do you pay for it?
Yeah, no, it's not paid. I mean, the Insta bio is free, the first level, so that's the one I use. And,
right.
Yeah, so you can put it in there, and it's so great. You know, go straight to register. People can.
Yeah. So maybe you guys, if you don't want to pay, because the link tree we pay, I pay for it. So you maybe can start with the Insta bio and, you know, share a few links, and then you just go here, you know, copy some of your, for instance, I'm going to open my one, for instance, but I use, so this is where you go. I cannot see where to admin. Oh, how do I log in? Oh, that's me. Let's log in. So, okay, so here's my behind the scenes link tree. You said that you have all the analytics, the clicks, and everything else, and how much traffic you're generating there. Then let's say 30 days to health living. This is on. If I want to deactivate, you see that here will disappear as well. You see it just disappeared. Let's click there, green, and then it will show up here again. You can move this thing around. So you can move.
Wow.
So you can move them around as well.
Nice.
Why I chose Arbonne. And then you can go just maybe, I think some of them are, some of them are more, so you can create a small newsletter, or you can put a link of a video. You can put also, for instance, this kind of link here. You can put this one, so people go, so let's go to Discover Arbonne, for instance, you know. And people will land over here. I think, and this I recommend you guys sending to every single follow-up that you have. You should be sending this bit here, okay? I think, I mean, whatever they want to find out, they will find out, you know, at this landing page over here. Premium products, your opportunity. Eye on Arbonne is deactivated for now. The leadership. So there is a horrendous amount of information available here to us all. Yeah, so you see, this is my little picture. This is where I have posted 30 days of living, why I chose Arbonne, what is social marketing, and then in Portuguese, some stuff in Portuguese as well. And this is how we do that. But this, as I said, I pay. If you want to have it for free, maybe you should go for this Insta bio, and then you maybe you cannot add as many links, but you know, it's fine. Even if you can add 2, 3, it's already a good start.
How many links can you have? Do you know, Fabia?
Sorry?
How many links can you have?
You can put as many as you want. So it's
no, the free one. The free one.
The free one. You can put as many as you want. So it's quite good.
Amazing.
Yeah. I mean, there's like if you pay for it, then you're gonna have like a new layout, you know, this kind of thing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you have more options. Like I can customize my colors, the backdrop here, everything is custom. You can customize. I can play around. Are you guys seeing my screen? Do you see my screen? I have a stop Harry. So you could, for instance, there's a lot of things that you can around. I can kind of put this in highlight, make this a link priority, for instance. So you can play a lot around here. And I think that's it. Stop share. Any questions? Is it clear?
Pricing. You prefer not to put pricing, right?
I personally, I don't like, we're actually doing a campaign now for 2 packages, the Summer Glow and Summer Glow Fit, which is 2 different packages with different perks as well. And I personally, I don't like, and I don't think it's a good strategy, because people need to come to you and feel attracted to talk to you. And if you already gave everything, it's like, yeah, whatever, they're just gonna flick it. Remember, people's span attention is very short. People are really like on an automatic pilot, looking at people's story, but not really paying attention. So you have to be a bit more like inviting, and then towards the end, more like kind of call to action, you know. And once you're doing the post, the post, to ask people, would you like to know more? Amen. It's not, would you like to do the 30 days? Yes or no? Never do the no. Just always do like, yes, amen. More information. You know, positive somehow.
Makes sense.
And yes, I think that's it for me. Thank you, guys.
Amazing, guys. Thank you so much for jumping. I don't want to keep it long. So thank you so much, Flavia. That was amazing. Carly as well. So helpful. It was really helpful. Guys, use these 2. I'm gonna post out the recording, and then if you have any doubts, just go back, keep going back, you know, until you get your way, you find your way to do. Okay? Yeah? Wonderful.
And above all, I believe, go and practice that. Don't just waste your time here learning something and then you don't, the applicability is the most important part. Thank you.
I mean, one thing, the phone, it won't explode if you click in a button, you know, because that's...
I'm gonna tell you guys something that happened to me. Be careful. When I was learning, instead of sending a picture, I've posted, and it wasn't a nice picture to post. So bear in mind what it...
It's totally fine. So there won't be the end of the world if you just go and clicking every button to find out how it works. Okay, well, what is that for? Okay, guys. Okay, lots of love. Bye. Have a good afternoon.
Okay, guys.